So I'll be doing this video in two parts. First in the shower, and then second my wash and go routine when I get out of the shower. And the first thing, like always, is just rinse your hair thoroughly. I'm working with the old braid out, so I'm just going to take my time to make sure my hair is fully saturated with water. Today I'm going to be using Dark & Lovely's Clumping Cream Cleanser. I actually really like this stuff. This is about my third or fourth time using it, and it's been working pretty well so far. Like my regular wash day routine, I'm going to just section my hair in about 4 to 5 parts and begin massaging it primarily on the edges and the roots of my scalp, because this is where the majority of the buildup is. Once my hair is nice and saturated, I then begin to finger detangle to make sure the majority of the knots are out of my head for easy manipulation. Before I go in with my detangling brush, this one is by Conair and I got it for about $10. And I just go in with that after finger detangling to make sure that my hair is thoroughly even and the product is all nice in there evenly and there's no more knots or tangles. Lastly, I take that section and I 2-strand twist it all the way down into the end to make sure that it stays detangled throughout the rest of the process. And I just repeat the same steps all the way through the remainder of my head. Once that's all done, I take the remaining products on my hands and just go back in one last time to massage it into my roots, make sure it's all evenly coated and saturated with the product. Then, after showering, cleansing, doing the rest of what I need to do, I go in and I make sure that this product is thoroughly rinsed. I'm not as lenient with leaving this product in my hair since it is a cleanser, so I do thoroughly rinse it out to make sure that it's all gone. And last, I'm just going to squeeze my twists to make sure that they're thoroughly rinsed out. I found that my wash and goes dry a lot quicker when I make sure that my hair isn't dripping wet when I get out the shower. Today I'm using Super Quench Leave-In Spray, also by Dark & Lovely. This is my first time using this product. I was looking for a spray leave-in conditioner and this just happened to be one that I seen. So I'm trying it out and I actually kind of liked it. It took a while for me to feel like my hair was fully saturated, but once it did, my hair was nice and soft. Then I'm using the Lock It In Sealing Cream, also by Dark & Lovely. First time using this product. It was positioned with the leave-in quench spray, so these two are said to work together nicely, and they did. My hair feels nice and soft, and I'm just going in, adding this second layer. As you can see, my hair was nice and bouncy, nice and soft, and I really did like these two products together. Alright, once those two products are in there, I use my same brush and make sure that they're evenly distributed. Before I take the Clumping Curl Cream Gel, I add a little bit of tea tree oil to this mix. Don't be like me, I used way too much of this gel. I look back on it and I cringe a little bit, but it still came out cute. So I take this as the final product and I go in and I typically start from the back of my head or the back of the section, and I go in part by part to just run my fingers through and make sure that each curl is fully saturated. As you can see, these products left my hair super bouncy and super hydrated, and I really was in love with this wash and go. The shrinkage is so real, y'all. And I'm just taking my time going in. This step is the longest step, but it's the most necessary step because it really makes sure that your curls end up popping and defined. So don't rush through this step. Take your time with it. As you can see, my curls are now super defined and moisturized, and I'm just going to repeat these same 3 steps all the way around my head before my curls are all defined and moisturized. And now this is the final look. Everything is evenly coated, each curl is saturated. Then I go in with my Revlon diffuser to make sure that my hair gets somewhat dry before going to sleep. I don't like to go to sleep on wet or really damp hair. So I make sure that it's kind of dry before I put my satin scarf around my edges and my silk bonnet around the length of my hair. In the morning, I just took off my bonnet. My curls are fully dry now. Take off my scarf. As you can see, shrinkage is so real. I take some tea tree oil, and this is when I really get to work. I start section by section, typically at the back of my hair, and I just start separating my curls piece by piece. Separating and fluffing is so important because since shrinkage is so real, the more fluffy you're going to get it, the more volume you're going to have. So it doesn't really help with length, but it'll help with volume. And here's just another look at the same thing. I'm just stretching my curls out, trying to get them elongated and as full as possible without creating that much frizz. This is also in real speed, so this is about the same amount of time it takes me to do each part. Once your wash and go is finger fluffed the way that you would like it, take your pick, that's the next step in the fluffing process, and just go in and further elongate your curls and make it fluffy the way that you would like it. Now's a great time to hit that like button and subscribe to Naturally Taught TV below. And here's just a close-up of how the curls look once they're fully fluffed and stretched out. The next step is optional, but I think it's necessary. I'm taking some black castor oil and going around my edges to just massage them into my scalp to promote growth and moisture throughout the day. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time on Naturally Taught TV.